Charleston White, the most disrespectful man who done touched hip-hop in the longest. And I think his disrespect finally catching up to him.
I see him, I'ma smack him.
Most know him for going viral on TikTok.
I done sat here and said, your mama, and you heard about 50 Cent. Yo, baby.
Some know him for his takes, or maybe because of how much he hate crime. No matter how you found him, one thing you gon' know is that he disrespectful. It don't matter if you dead or alive, you gon' get disrespected.
And your hood in Chicago and everything King Von stand for. Stomp on his head, King Von.
Like early this year, he was in an interview and was basically saying Soulja Boy don't got no ops, he's soft, he not gonna do this, he not gonna do that. Charleston White pretty much the Andrew Tate of rap. But before I can even get into his takes, let's get to his backstory. Charleston White, born in Texas in 1970. Growing up, his life was crazy. During the 80s, he stayed in trouble with 12. He was always in beef. But little did he know, the year 1991 was gonna change his life. This year, started out the same. Charleston was on the same stuff he been on, robbing, stealing, anything you could think of really. Until one day, he was out and him and a group of people got into an altercation, which ended up in them calling him the hard R. And he got mad and tried to run him over and let some shots go. 12 ended up catching him. He got sent to juvie, and this was around the time school started. And they made the mistake of letting him out so his mama could enroll him in school. And within them 2 weeks of him being out, he made the biggest mistake of his life. August 1991, Charleston White and some of his friends planned to hit the mall. At the time, it was a certain type of jackets that was in style, and they wanted some. Eventually, they get the mall, everything going to plan. They run in there, get the jackets, get out. But as they get into a parking lot, a civilian seen them. Man was in the parking lot working on his car. He seen what they was doing, he tried to stop. As they ran by him and hopped in the car, he jumped on top of the car and started beating on the windshield. He was cracking the windshield, glass flying everywhere. And so Charleston passed his bro to fire and they let shots go and they drove off. At the time, they didn't know they killed him. They thought they just shot him, he was straight. But a few hours later, they out serving some crackhead. 12 found him, and he was facing 40 years at age 14, but ended up only getting 12. And after that, he decided to turn his life around and go against crime, which is where we at today.
Death to all Crips and Bloods. Death to all GDs and BDs. May they all die like King Von. May they all die like Drakeo the Ruler. May they all die like Nipsey Hussle in vain.
Today he wildin'. He disrespecting any gang, anybody you know that commit crime, any rapper who rap about crime, anything like that. If you a rapper rapping about anything bad, he's on your ass. I know he be paranoid when he go out. People gotta be looking for him every time he step out the house. And it seemed like they is.
I just said Nipsey Hussle. Now come do something. I said Nipsey Hussle last year, they still ain't done nothing. I just said Nipsey Hussle last year, they still ain't came and done nothing. So so now what? Who go do something? Nanny boo boo. I said Nipsey Hussle. Who go do something? Nobody. You keep Nipsey name, man. I said that last year. Y'all still ain't came and done nothing. I done been to California twice since I said Nipsey Hussle. Ain't nobody done nothing.
He said this, right? And after he said all that, he was going back and forth with these Crips online. He was talking crazy. He was talking crazy back. And one Crip who went viral on TikTok basically told him he need to apologize.
I watched the video, and Crip Mac is right. Yeah, Crip Mac is right. He the face of the Crips, man. He the face of the Crips. He didn't say it ugly, and I apologize to Crip Mac. And I want Crip Mac said I would not hear your apology unless you apologize to Nip. So. With that being said, I want to apologize to Nip. Yeah, to on behalf of all the Crips and the Rolling 60s and the Nipsey Hussle fans of the rapper, I'm sorry.
And I don't think somebody who just gonna say something like that gonna apologize. And I think it's more than him just feeling bad and apologizing to Nip after what he said. I think somebody caught up to him and they made him apologize. But we don't know if he was forced to make that apology or he just did it because he felt like it. I mean, look, him being against crime, him being against gangs, that's cool and all, but when it come to you disrespecting dead people just because, I think that's where you going too far. And then he be disrespecting the wrong people. He be disrespecting rappers who got people who are hit by them who don't even know who they is. They don't even know the rapper personally, but they ready to fight about him. King Von, for example, Nipsey Hussle, these people is respected and he just talking crazy about him. For example, when King Von died, he was doing interviews saying how all gangbangers deserve to die. And in his exact words, he said, don't gangbangers wake up every day wanting to kill her out, so why shouldn't they die? Let me know how you feel about that in the comments. Some people say he just trying to change the toxic parts of the black community, while others think he just disrespectful.
He ain't yellow, baby. He old yellow with a bunch of scribbly scrabbly on his face, and he got an ugly daughter. Yeah, he got an ugly yellow daughter.
See, him saying that right there, I think that's out of pocket. Sometimes he do be trying to do good, but then other times he be doing bad. Like he just be disrespecting children or like the TikTok trend where he online talking about F your daughter. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. But back to him calling the dude daughter ugly. Personally, I don't think he trying to get rid of people being toxic in the black community, because would you have said something like that? You trying to get rid of toxicity in the black community, but you talking about a black kid. The dude in the clip I just played was somebody named King Yellow. Being honest, I don't know who that is, but him and Charleston got their list of problems. And from what it seemed like, they started beefing because King Yellow said he was gonna smack some disabled man and Charleston had a problem with him and snitched on him.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to report a crime, an online crime. This guy is so free-willing, saying that he's gonna break the law and cause physically harm to another individual. But his gang name is King Yellow.
I don't know why he said he was gonna smack the disabled man. I don't know what the disabled man did to him. I don't even know that situation. I just know Charleston got online and snitched on him, and it went viral. Academics posting it, Dom posting it. Every hip hop media platform was talking about it. People had mixed opinions, like everything else he do. Anytime Charleston do anything, it always has mixed opinions. But one thing that didn't have mixed opinions was when he was on Clubhouse and said this.
You goddamn right we grew up in the white holes, nigga. Let's get it. Running trains on them white bitches.
Like I said once before, I don't get how you so against crime and you such a good person, but you online saying that. Or take this situation for example.
I said your daughter on my toe. I said your daughter on. You still ain't got nothing.
July 27, 2022. Charleston outside waiting for his mans to get some shoes. And as he waiting, he see an all-black Sprinter van pull up. 12 dudes hop out, they run up on him. Him being smart, he maced all of them, and it turned out one of the dudes was Soulja Boy. And that made their whole beef crazier, because remember what I said earlier in the video, they beefed before. They had their problems in the past. Not really the past, early this year, but they had their problems, and then this, they just added fuel to it. I'm not praying something happened to him, but I think Soulja Boy running up on him was just the first instance. I think this gonna happen again, and it could turn out in a different way. I'm not speaking no bad, I'm just being real. Think about all the stuff he be saying. I think Charleston White one of the craziest figures in hip hop, if you want to call him that. But I don't think it's as crazy as Blueface and Chris Shane relationship. That relationship probably the craziest in hip hop, and if you even into hip hop at all, you need to go watch that.